Hey, good morning, Village of Venetia. It's summertime here in the beautiful village, and we've gone through commencement, and so we're beginning our middle of June, I guess, kind of already. Let's begin with our song, 'cause it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? And good morning, neighbor, out to you. Talking to you from the studio here at Peters Township High School. And thank you very much, Reverend Richard Roberts from the Village of Venetia. We invite you to come up any time to all the activities that we got going out throughout the whole summer, which is jam-packed. Even today. Today is a Thursday, and it's maybe the 20th, perhaps. But it's Brown Bag Lunch Day. We've started these concerts when we first moved here 13 years ago. I brought the idea from Sharon, Pennsylvania, where we lived before, which I brought the idea from Franklin, Pennsylvania, way up in Venango County. So I've been doing brown bag concerts in the summertime at noon for, 25 years. But we've been doing them since 13 here in the Village of Venetia, and it's just kind of fun. Here's what you do. You come down to the historic Rites Church today about 11:30, 11:45. The folks are getting the lunch together on the inside there. Kathy, Joe, and Debbie and Judy, they're all from Edwards Chapel Church. That's a dual charge that I serve, and that's up on the corner of Chapel Hill Road and Highway 136. And so they're all there preparing lunch. You come in, talk with your friends, new friends that maybe you've met in the past, or maybe for the very first time. And then maybe have lunch about noon. While you're having a terrific lunch, you get to hear some music. And since we're only doing 2 concerts this summer, this will be the second one. And it's a cowboy theme today. 2 weeks ago, it was a Hawaiian theme. And so we got to sing all those great Margaritaville songs and all those wonderful songs of summer. But today it's a cowboy theme, so we'll be doing some cowboy songs later on, which I'm excited. I'm excited about. That's for sure. We just got done last week with our first of 4 weeks of youth theater camp, and we're so blessed to have 3 musical folks, musical companies, musical entourages to be a part of Historic Rites Church, and one of them is the Wright Company. Last year was their first of 2 weeks this summer of a summer theater camp. This was for 6th graders to seniors in high school, and they did, it was a great job. Gosh, what did they do? There it is. Godspell. They did Godspell on Friday. And so what it is, you come you sign up, of course, pay your tuition, and then you come about 5 o'clock and practice to about 5 to 9, Monday through Thursday. The show goes up on Friday night, and that was this past week, Godspell. It was fantastic. If you've never seen the show, don't see the movie. The movie does not give the stage show justice. So see it on Broadway, see it at the Benedum, see it wherever you can see it. Don't watch the movie, though. That'll spoil it for you. Godspell, that was last Friday. And then they've got another one coming up in August, which is Tale as Old as Time. And that's August 4th through the 8th. And that's for the smaller ones. And it's so funny to watch these little ones, 1st grade through 5th grade, and you see the tuition costs there. They'll do the same thing. They'll rehearse for about 4 hours every evening, and then the show on Friday night. And we're just so blessed by that, all those that get a chance to see that. So Tale as Old as Time comes up that week in August. And then in between that, we've got 2 other summer theater camps that happen the month of July. We kind of take the 4th of July week off to kind of regroup and get everything ready for the things that are happening with us in July. But the 4th is on a Friday this year, and so you'll want to be thinking of all the celebrations that happen. There's a great one that happens here right in McMurray, Peters Township. Of course, Cannonsburg has the big parade and the big fireworks, and the fireworks are different this year in the city of Pittsburgh. If you've been a part of those celebrations, I remember going in 1976 at our 200th bicentennial year. We went downtown for the fireworks. I just had a great time. I was 16 at that time. I went with the youth group from church and had a great time. And but it's not going to be at Point State Park this year. They're making preparations for the football draft or something that 1 week in the fall that everything seems to be turning towards right now. And I know they're not spending tax dollars refurbing everything, that there's private donations, but however that happens, everything seems to be focused around that, and maybe it's a good thing, perhaps. But they're replacing the lights in the fountain too downtown at Point State Park. But anyway, I regress. That's on the 4th of July. I think that celebration has been moved over to the north side. So lots of good things that are happening over there. But the 2 weeks of summer camp in July, sponsored by Kathy's Music. Kathy's Music is the preeminent, place. You see there, Mana Junior, August, ages 10 and up, July 7th through the 11th. Same thing. Now these camps are in the morning though. They start about 9 o'clock, go to about 1:30 in the afternoon. And you see the ages that are there. You pay the tuition. Moana Junior. I haven't seen this show, so we're looking forward to that. But after that, you'll see a show there on Friday night. And then 2 weeks after that, the little kids do that same thing. They meet in the morning from 9 o'clock to about 1 o'clock, and it's 101 Dalmatians. And that's from ages 6 through 10. And again, the cuteness factor is just overwhelming. Kathy's Music, Laura, the director of the music theater camps, and her staff that help her. And Kathy's Music is just phenomenal. Kinder Music, they are the #1 franchise of Kinder Music in the world. They just got so many good things. Musical programs of all kind, private lessons, group lessons, piano camps, lots of good things. So look into that. Google Kathy's Music and get signed up. I started music when I was, 10 years old. Mr. Charles Lindo, I had an old German teacher that taught me guitar. And it was a good time, to be sure. But I think we had to learn theory and notes. And I don't think I played my first chord like this for like 3 years. Now, you go out of there after your first lesson in guitar lessons now, and they have you playing chords. Here's one that goes out to our folks in Virginia. Uncle Lenny, that he was a great storyteller, a great musician, and when we talk on the phone, he passed about 7-8 years ago in June, but we talk almost every other day on the phone. As I was riding around, which you can't hold the phone anymore, you've got to do it on speakerphone. But our first thing was, the world is all about chicken fried. I like my chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans fit just right, and the radio up. Well, I was raised beneath the shade of a Georgia pine. That's home, sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled with love. It's grown in southern ground, like a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fits just right, and the radio up. I love to see the sun rise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. It's funny how the little things in life that mean the most, not where you live or what you drive or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on a piece of mind, this I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me and raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. Love to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and the mother's love. Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, may freedom forever fly. Let it ring, salute the ones who died, the ones who give their lives so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans if it's just right, and the radio up. Love to see the sunrise, feel the woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. Yeah, a little bit of chicken fried, and that's what it's all about. Is it not for your summertime? Hey, got my new shirt on for Father's Day. This is Kona. She's a husky, a shepherd, and gosh, what is she? 2 or 3 years old now. And if you saw the other shirt, which I normally wear in overalls, but it's summertime, so then I got the summertime shorts on and rainproof shoes. Got to keep out of the water. Gosh, I got my Skechers wet yesterday, wading through just puddles of water that you just can't avoid. It's this hurricane force type rain out there. Yeah, got the new shirt on. I got to get the hair cut though. You know, I had a birthday, gosh, almost a month ago. Turned 65. I'm not ready to retire yet, but I'm just so glad to have this hair at 65 years old. So I don't want to cut it short, because a day will coming, saith the Lord, that the hair's going to go. So I want to try to maybe trim it up on the sides a little bit, going for that surfer look, perhaps. Not the surfer today look that has it buzzed on the side. Can't do that. But the old time, like the Beach Boys kind of surfer look. And our sympathy out to Brian Wilson's family. Oh my goodness. God only knows what I feel. I was looking for those words today. Wanted to do that song this morning. I'd never done it before. But Paul McCartney from the Beatles said that was the greatest song ever written. And it's been recorded many times, but that's a Brian Wilson song. So, hey, we'll do that next time that we see you. We're going to take a little short break here, and then be back to kind of tell you more about all the summer things to do in the village of Venetia. See you in a moment. Okay, hey, we're back. I'll tell you a good Beach Boys story. The camera person, Elle, had her sweatshirt on, and she said, wow. I said, have you ever seen them live? I said, yeah, I did one time in Dayton, Ohio. When I was in the city of Sharon, pastoring there, I got to know Tony Butella, from one of the original guys from the Letterman. He started the Letterman back in the late 1950s. If you know that show, if you know that singing group, he's since retired because I think he's 80 now. But they sang for years. I mean, Vegas and recording after recording. What is it? You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Well, that was a hit for the Letterman, and also Frankie Valli and lots of folks. But anyway, he gave me tickets. He said, come see us, Pastor Richard. So I was somewhere else. I think I was at annual conference in Grove City at that time, and left annual conference and gave me these tickets to go see them at Dayton, Ohio, and stayed in the Crown Plaza Hotel out there. and front row seats. Front row seats to be the Beach Boys. The Letterman opened for them. They were doing a benefit for a good cause, that's for sure. And after that, they were signing autographs. And after that, he said, "Come on up. We've got the penthouse suite, and we're just going to talk and have some refreshments up there." So I got to meet Michael Love. He was there. The Wilsons weren't. Brian wasn't touring at the time with them, but Michael Love, who is a cousin, original Beach Boy, he was. And still touring today. If you see a Beach Boys original tour out there, that's him, and along with some of the original players that are still left. But anyway, got to meet him. John Stamos from that one show. He shows up occasionally on commercials. He plays drums for him occasionally, and it was just a great time to see the Beach Boys. I don't have a Beach Boys song that I can sing for you. They had so many great hits back in the 60s, and I went to today, of course, we've got a brown bag lunch, the cowboy themes today at noon, Historic Rites Church, 7088 Venetia Road. But Tuesday, I was at the Chartiers Houston Senior Club, and there was about 150 senior citizens there. They meet up at the community center there, I think once a month on a Tuesday. Had a great lunch, but their theme was car themes. And so they had all in red, or black and white checkered flags, and there was a Joe from my other church brought his models out that he builds, these car models that I used to build, when I was a kid, and so he had that display there. But anyway, then they went around the room with a microphone because it was also celebrating Father's Day, and they talked to the guys there. What was your first car? And someone had this, and someone had that. My first car, 1968 Dodge Polara, 4-door hardtop, which means it was pillarless. You put all the windows down, there was no pillar in between. It was my grandparents' car that I was with them 1968, the day they bought it, at Vern Staley Dodge down on Baum Boulevard. I still remember that. And it became my first car because I washed it every Saturday down at their home in Shaler Township. So that was 1968. But here is the hit song in 1969. Where it began. Number one, I can begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. It was in the spring, da, 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 and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at tonight and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined, ba, 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 to believe they never would. Oh, sweet Caroline. Number one. one song, 1969, if it takes you back to those days. So, yeah, if you're looking for summertime thrills and chills and spills, lots of things going on, of course, around the city of Pittsburgh and in the South Hills and different places you can go. But if you want to come to the centrality of summertime, come to the Village of Venetia. We got 4 summer camps going on this summer. We got brown bag lunches today. And even when we don't have entertainment on Thursdays, second and fourth Thursday, right next door from Historic Rites Church, is the Peters Community Center, the Venetia Heritage Center, let's call it that. It's the old Peters Creek School, and they have meals there every Tuesday and Thursday, right at noon, for seniors. And it's a great building. It'll be 100 years old next year, built in 1926. And so we've got a 100-year celebration coming up for that. The church has already been 100, 1923. Same with the house that we live in, the Parsons house. And so they built church, 23, house, 24, school, 26, right there on that 788 block. But if you go to the top floor on Wednesdays and Saturdays, the Dare Model Train Club, Montour Train Club meets up there. And if you haven't seen any great train layouts, except the one at the Carnegie Science Center, almost said Buell Planetarium, that's the one that I guess maybe they're modeled after each other. I know the train club, the Montour Dare Train Club, goes down every year to see the Carnegie folks down there and see how that huge train display works and all the background information that goes along with that. But they have great train displays next door, right there at the Venetia Community Center. And like I said, open Wednesdays and Saturday mornings. I think you can just drop by. The kids are there painting dioramas and putting together train sets and doing the electrical work, along with wonderful qualified adults to do it too, to kind of shape and mold those great train displays. And so, yeah, lots of things happening there. Then right across catty corner from that is the Wright House and the Museum of Western Expansion. If you've never been there, there are open houses throughout the summer. Go to Peters Creek Historical Society, or Peters Creek Historical, and Google that, and you'll see the open houses that are still available for the summer for the Wright House. That's a 200-year-old facility there. Behind that, 1762, one of the first settlements here in Washington County. Before we were Washington County, we were still the colony of Virginia back in 1762 when the Wright brothers first built that log cabin there. And so it's pre-revolution, lots of history there, then the history in the house in front. And then we get Wright's Church from the relatives from those original guys that came up from Harrisonburg, Virginia there. And that's how we built Wright Church and the house and the whole historic association that goes along with coming to the Village of Venetia. Lots of road construction going on. Just to let you know, I had to pass 2 on my way up here. Bebout is they're still working on not only putting in whatever they're doing up at East McMurray and Bebout. I think they're making turning lanes permanent up there, but also near the circle itself. They're doing some utility work perhaps, and so can be some long delays there. So keep that in mind when you're making those things, but also the bridge on Sugar Creek that goes from the country store over to the other half of the country store. That bridge is closed. I don't know how long it's going to be closed. I got to go down and get breakfast and figure out, are they going to bring a bridge in like with a crane and set it down? Are they taking it apart piece by piece and going to build it there? I'm not sure what the plans are, but it goes from Peters over in the Nottingham Township, crosses Peters Creek and the railroad there, and so you want to be thinking about that, plan your trip accordingly. I got to go there a couple times a week, and so that takes me on a detour over to Lutz Road and by the watering can. But let me remind you of the things that are going on. We've already completed one of 4 summer theater camps. Godspell was performed and produced last week by the Wright Company. It was a great show on Friday night. They've got another camp coming up. Once Upon a Time, or no, Tale as Old as Time. That's in August, and these are for the little ones to come. And I think it's the second week of August. So if you're that age group, there it is, 1st through 5th. You see the cost of the tuition there. Tale as Old as Time, they'll do the same thing. They'll have rehearsals every day from Monday through Friday, and a show on Friday night. And it's always just a great time. Look them up on Facebook, the Wright Company. So those are 2 of the 4. The other 2 camps are run by Kathy's Music, and how excited we are to have them as part of our historic Village of Venetia summer. Their first show is Moana Junior, and that's the second week of July. The week, I think it's the week after the 4th. So it's the 9th, no, July 7th through the 11th, ages 10 and up. Come and be a part of that. I've never seen that show, so I'm looking forward to Moana Junior. In fact, I've never seen the movie. I've seen clips of it. Again, Kathy's Music presents that, July 7th through the 11th. Then we take a break for a week, and then we come back for the junior version of 101 Dalmatians, ages 6 through 10, July 21st through the 25th. Same thing. They'll come in the morning, and they'll have some great instruction and theater on 101 Dalmatians. And so that's going to be just a wonderful time to watch. 4 theater camps. We got lunches every Tuesday, Thursday at the Venetia Center next door. So come and enjoy that. If you're my age or older, come and experience it. There's bingo and there's all kind of things going on over there. They're playing ball. I think most of the teams, team things, I think they're doing for tournaments now in all the ball fields that surround us there in the Village of Venetia. And it's always fun to kind of go out there and go to the snack shack and get a blow pop ring or a freeze pop or something like that. But I gave you lots of things to do for this summer. I invite you to come back to the Village of Venetia. We're going to go out with God Bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. And God bless you too out there. Have a safe and wonderful summer. We'll see you around the village. Come visit with us. God bless you. We love you. Bye.